Two Sheds Gabby. Hello, everyone. It is Christmas Eve. I hope everyone's having a joyous time with families. I was out today. I went up to the Indianapolis area on some business, and while I was out, I picked up some boxes of nickels as well as pennies. But I've got boxes to go through for a while now. One of them is mostly customer wrapped, but the other three are bank sealed. And you've heard me probably talking about the 1946s. I've been getting a lot of them. Well, it looks like I have a 1946 Ender here. When I saw it, I was sure hoping it was going to be 42 to 45, but it's not. But I guess maybe I'll just keep getting those 46s. I sure have gotten a lot of them. But let's get started with this hunt. I'm going to just go through this box today. And, actually, I'll go through a few rolls of it. I'm getting ready to go to a family Christmas party in just a few minutes. So I'll get a few rolls in, and then I'll probably pick back up a little bit maybe tomorrow, Christmas Day, in between some of our festivities. And then I'll try to finish up on the 26th of December. Well, a 1946 Philadelphia was basically the only thing that roll produced for me. But that's one of my keepers already. In the very next row, I find a 1947 Philadelphia. While I was in Indy today, I met a gentleman. We'll call him Big O. He is a subscriber on my channel, and he has written to me several times. And we met up, and my goodness, he fed me, and his daughter made Christmas treats, and they gave me some of them for the trip home. They were so good. Unbelievable. I mean, that was hospitality like you wouldn't believe. I thank you so much. If you're able to watch this video, fantastic. Had a great time meeting your family. And anyway, that was totally cool. We're trying to find some fun coins in this box. Maybe a 2024 if we're lucky. But I really want to find another silver too. But the silver is the thing that got me started in the whole coin roll hunting thing probably 10, 12 years ago. This is the third roll, and that's a 2020 coin there. I am not real familiar with them, but could that be like considered one of those strike-through grease errors where there's just too much grease and so it doesn't come out right? The planchet doesn't. I don't know. Tell me what you think. The first 2-0 is just barely even there. And the second two ain't much better. I'd like to hear what you think. Oh, I also picked up a 1959 early in that row, this row. Anytime people make treats out of peanuts and peanut butter, count me in. I love stuff with peanuts and peanut butter in it. And I got a few of them today. So I hear that some of you don't like my cartoons and some of you do. What's a fella to do? I just run across ones I get a kick out of, and so I like to pop them up there. I don't know where else I would show them if I didn't just put them while I was making the video. Well, it's been a few hours. I'm back from our family Christmas party. Got to see family members I hadn't seen in a long time. Here's another 1946 because I'm finding so many of them. Philadelphia. Yeah, family members I just hardly ever see. We're gathered together today. These are family members all from my mom's side. My dad's side family. It's a different part of the state mostly, and I guess other states too. But I hope to get together with that gathering here soon. Talked about all kind of stuff. Heard a lot of stories about my grandfather and some of his adventures. Pretty neat hearing the old stories. Well, nothing else in that row. I'm going to exit this room again for a little bit, and I'll be back before I go to bed. Do you see that? That is a dime. I sure like finding a dime in a roll of nickels better than a penny. Well, that's cool. There's a little bonus there. There he is at the end of the road, tucked in, all cozy. that's that's pretty neat. I am back from sitting with my wife. She's in bed. I'm gonna go to bed pretty soon because it's Christmas Eve, and we're gonna get up in the morning and open a few packages before we go to my mom's and hang out for Christmas lunch and that sort of thing. Hope you're all having a wonderful Christmas holiday. I'm in the 14th row, and I finally found another one. So far, I'm not finding very much in this box. What is that? Is that an S? It is. 1941S. That's pretty neat. I like finding those S coins because I don't find them very often. Pretty nifty. I don't know if I mentioned or not, this box I picked up in Greenwood, Indiana. That is south of Indianapolis a little bit. But so far it hasn't produced a whole lot. Still got a good ways to go though. This is the 16th roll, and here is a 1954, another coin that I will keep. This one is Denver. Kind of toward the end of the roll here. At the end of the 17th roll, I find a 53, and it is a Denver. So I'm finding a few of the older ones. It's funny how conversations get into so many things when you're at little family get-togethers. This is the 19th roll. Here's another 1954. This one's Denver. So that's 4 from the 40s and 4 from the 50s now. I don't know how they they were talking about some neighbors who haven't done anything to their home, and they've got possums that live under their house, and how they won't let the little dogs out at night because there's the possums living next door, and somehow that got to, or I don't know how it got around, but my wife told about sitting in in our little swing in the backyard before dark one day, and a possum just came out and walked right up to her, scared the jabibas out of her, and she said that it just stank. She could just smell how badly it stank. Oh, what's that? 52. So neato. It's not a key date or nothing, but that's cool. 52S. I'll have to go look that up. Yeah. And somehow from there, somebody said something about a skunk, and that reminded me when I used to work at the prison, Kentucky State Reformatory. Um, there's a big property that had lots of buildings and dorms and work areas, just all kind of stuff. And there were times when I would be stationed to work in the back building. And then when I'd get off work at 11, I'd have to walk through this big, long field. Oh, there's a 1947. I think that's my second 47. Philadelphia, both of them Philadelphia. And there was a fence along the side of it. And almost every time that I walked that field at night, it was, it'd be a little after 11, I would meet skunks on that walking the other direction almost every time. And buddy, let me tell you, they're was walking straight line. They're not going to move, but you do. I give a wide berth to those skunks. They waddle, nasty looking little things. But the last thing I want to do is face off with one of them guys and have him decide to spray me. They were giving away these little candies at one of the bank branches today. I don't think I've ever seen these before. I took 3. I ate one of them. Anyway, now I'm in the 23rd row, and here is another 1941. This one also is Philadelphia. They put me in the, I guess you'd call it the ward with the criminally insane. It's kind of a maximum security. It was a minimum security prison, no, medium security prison that included a couple of sections of minimum security and a section or two of maximum security. And I was put in one of the maximum security sections, which was fine with me because I controlled all the doors. Because out on the yard in the medium security part, everybody just walks around and they live in dorms. And you're just walking around with them. And I like being up there at my desk, controlling all the doors better. Well, folks, I'm halfway through the box. It's pushing 11 p.m. Christmas Eve night. I'm going to go to bed. Hopefully, I'll be back with you sometime tomorrow to maybe even finish up the box. We'll just see how the day goes. Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. It is Christmas morning, almost 9 a.m. And I thought I'd get to a couple of rolls here before I head over to my mom's house. And now this one almost has Christmas colors. What causes them to get that color, I wonder? It's only a couple years old, 2021. Wow. I don't know. So usually every year at Christmas, Thanksgiving, we have the big Thanksgiving spread, just massive. And then here's a 57 that I'll keep. And then we turn around and do it again for Christmas. By the time Christmas gets here, you've practically still got a few leftovers from the Thanksgiving. And it's just so much overeating and heavy foods, And this year, I told my wife, I said, do not make the Thanksgiving food for Christmas this year. I don't want to do it this year. I hope nobody minds, And so we just agreed. She's not good. She put so many hours in getting it already. I said, just take it easy this year. And I said, you know what? I'll just buy us a bunch of pizzas and I called around a little bit, and it looks like most of the pizza places that open today won't open till after like 4 p.m. And we're going to do our lunch at noon. So I had to just go out and buy a bunch of frozen pizzas. I got a couple nice DiGiorno and that sort of stuff, but that's all it's going to be today. Just some pizzas, and then what we don't eat, they'll still be in the freezer. They can sit there for months. So that's our Christmas dinner today: frozen pizza. This is the second roll here in the second half, and here's a 1948, and there might be an old nickel behind it even. 48 Philadelphia. What's this guy? Another 48. How about that? Oh. Of all the coins that mix together in their tumbling machines, it's funny that two 1948s came together. That's pretty wild. Now if only I could get two 24s to come together. That's a pretty nice 69. Look at this, folks, 1942, but I've already peaked. I'm sorry. And it's a letdown. It's not silver. Oh, it's a bummer. Thought I had one there. Oh well. So my wife does not have a gold chain my wife's got sensitive skin, and if you put anything nickel or cheaper metals, she breaks out pretty bad. She has to have a good metal like silver or gold. And gold's always been pricey, so we've kind of avoided them, but I know that she really wanted one. So I thought this year I'm going to get her a gold necklace. Oh, there's another 19. That's like the third or fourth 1941 in this box. Philadelphia. Every one of them is Philadelphia. I'll open the next row and continue. Okay. So I thought this year I'm going to get her a gold necklace. And I know that one of the reasons she wanted it was because she's got a pearl that goes on a necklace. It's got a little spot where you slide it through. And she wanted to have a necklace for that. And so I'm at the jewelry place looking for the necklace. And I didn't know what size she wore, so I had to go find one of her other necklaces and measure it, make sure that I was in the right range. And I get there and I'm looking at them. And this one that I got her was really pretty, little chain necklace. But I thought, I don't want her. It's really pretty, but it's like maybe I should get a thicker one. Just And the young girl says, "Well, what's the purpose of it?" She was very very keen, and I said, "Well, she wants to wear a little pearl, and I think she has something else too, but a couple of different things." And she said, "Well, you don't want the thicker necklaces for that because you want the thinner ones." I'm like, "Oh, well." I'm certainly glad you told me that. So that's what I got, and she really likes it, and I'm really happy. I've been accused of being a little bit bah humbug during the holiday stuff. I just honestly, should I say, don't care? I don't mean to be cruel. It doesn't matter to me. If we do Christmas, we'll enjoy it. Let's enjoy it. If we don't do Christmas, I'm okay with that. That's just me. While I was out yesterday, I picked up 4 boxes, and here's the other 3. Here's another one from Greenwood, Indiana, and then here is Franklin, and this one is Mooresville. These are all kind of south of Indianapolis, a little bit to the Mooresville, I guess, a little bit to the west, southwest. Hopefully they'll produce something good. These are regular bank sealed, but this one, the other Greenville is customer rolled. We'll just see what happens with that. You just never know. I think this one's wearing a Band-Aid. That's what it looks like. So I was going through this 13th row in the second half, and I came to 2022D, 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 3 in a row, 2022Ds. It doesn't mean anything. I just kind of get a kick out of it when, in all the tumbling, these happen to come together. It's kind of silly, but just little things I think about. So far, the box hasn't produced. I mean, I've got a couple of S-mints, which is kind of neat, but nothing outstanding so far. And maybe I won't. Who knows? I'm in the 15th roll, and I just came across this 59, and just like 2 coins back, I had just seen another 59. So one of them is a D, and 2 of them is a D. I was talking with somebody that wrote to me. I think they wrote to me last night, but we were talking a little bit this morning too. He collects the nickels like I do, but he just does the 30s and 40s. He doesn't do the 50s. And he was like, is there some reason I should? I'm like, no. He goes, oh, good. I thought maybe I was missing out on something. I said, no, it's just me. I said, teach his own, and that's what you do. That's great. I said, the only thing you might consider, even if you want to, is the semi-key dates. Kind of keep an eye out for those. There's a few of them in the 50s. You might want to add that to it. But other than that, just do what you want. That's the thing. Here's the 16th row in the second half. And a 1948 in S would be nice. It's not. 48 Philadelphia. My 1940s stack is definitely higher than my 50s stack in this box. I got a question for you guys. Do y'all have dinner rules or anything like that? We will sit down at dinner. So, oh, this is 1952. Cool. Oh, San Francisco. That's neat. I found several San Francisco coins in this box. That's pretty neat. But we'll be chatting about different stuff, and somebody will say something about a bathroom situation. And one of the people will say, why cannot we sit down to dinner without having somebody bringing up a bathroom situation? Next row, and here's a 54. You know, I haven't found anything just super fantastic, but what's going on there? I think that's a D, but it's like almost not there. It's interesting. Huh. Okay. But I have got a pretty good stack of the 40s and 50s and several S mints, so that's not too bad. I'd still like to get something like a buffalo or a silver, something like that, but we'll see. I only got like 8 or 9 rolls left. And we're going to, just a little while now, we're going to get started on our Christmas pizza. Now the 19th roll, and here is a 1940. A little bit of wear on the edges there. Philadelphia. Guess that's the oldest one I found in this box. But the 50s had caught up. That puts me one ahead on the 40s now. A couple of the later 50s I didn't even stop to comment on. A few years ago, I zoomed through nickel boxes so fast because I really wasn't even paying attention to 2009s. If I happened to see one on the obverse as I was going through, I might keep it, which I rarely did because I probably wasn't paying much attention. There's another 1959 Denver. Now we're even again. But I would just zoom through them looking for the older ones and the Buffaloes, the Silvers. Oh, look at that. Another 1942 that's not silver. Well, I want a silver. Now the 40s are back in the lead again. But yeah, it takes me a lot longer to go through the box of nickels now because I check all the dates. So it's just what it is. But I have found this last year 4 or 5 2009, so that's kind of neat thing to find in my opinion. I'm still just at finding 2 2024s. I think this is the next row, and here is a 1948. That will put the 40s at a 2-coin lead. This one is Denver. 1948. Oh, look there. My first Canadian. I was about to think a minute ago that I usually find a Canadian in each box, and I did find one. 1998. Four more rolls left after this one. Will anything special pop up? Who knows? So I think I've decided just to go next door with my pajamas on. I'm just going to go for the comfort today. Who was it? I don't remember all the friends' names from the show Friends. I can't think of it. But one of them would wear his Thanksgiving sweatpants to give room for all the food. 2 rolls to go, and here is a 1954. And I also found a 1956 earlier. So that puts us at even. Philadelphia. We have the 50s and 40s are tied, but it is a nice stack of them, I'll say that. Quite a few. 2 rows to go. Well, the last couple rows didn't produce anything. Nothing outstanding in this box at all. There was a tie between the 50s and the 40s. I got 14 of each, so I did get 28 of the older coins, and several of them were S-mint. So that part was neat. I found a dime in place of a nickel. That's always neat. But that's it for this box. Nothing super fantastic. We'll get into another box in a few days. See what we can find. Thanks for watching. Hope you all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.